Hey guys, welcome to Scorp Tarot. Hey, it's me, Mark. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. I appreciate it. Aries, this is your September of 2018 general reading. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is a general reading. All of the messages that come through, everything I speak on and communicate in this reading, everything may not resonate with you, but all sun, moon, or rising Aries should get a gem or two, a golden nugget. You'll get something that does resonate with you. However, in order to get a reading that is exclusive to you and your energy alone, you would need to get a private reading. Yes, and I offer amazing private readings. I read for people all over the world. My international clients have kept me busy this last 2 weeks. But if my energy resonates with yours, guys, and you would like one of my amazing private readings, because the messages that come through, they don't come from me. They come straight from Source, Creator, Universe, Spirit, and they hit the mark. They bring forth, they give you clarity. They motivate you, they inspire you, they show you and tell you the energies that will be around you, what you can look forward to coming in, what is leaving. So if that is an experience that you would like to have and you would like to do get a reading from me, then email me at ScorpTarot, ScorpTarot @gmail.com. I offer a 15-minute, 30-minute, full 1-hour reading, and they can either be delivered via Skype, which is a live reading, or they can be recorded. We set the intention. You tell me what questions you want answered, what you want the reading to focus on. I record it, and then I send you a video link. I email it to you. All right. So again, if you would like one of my amazing private readings, email me at ScorpTarot, ScorpTarot @gmail.com. Aries, let's get started on this reading. I have meditated on these cards. Child, these cards ready to speak. I have meditated on these cards for you, Aries, asking Creator, Universe, Spirit, Source to give you guys a relevant message for the month of September. Let's see what energies will be around you, what's coming in, what's leaving. This is going to be a 7-card general reading. There are going to be 3 cards on the top row, 3 on the bottom, and 1 outcome or advice card. I'm going to tilt the camera down so you guys can see the cards as I shuffle them and they come out, Aries. Let's get started. All right, guys. Creator, what messages do you have for the sun, moon, or rising sign of Aries? What should Aries focus on? What should Aries be aware of, Creator? I ask that only the highest energies of love, light, and truth come through these cards and come through me, Creator. What messages do you have for the sun, moon, or rising sign of Aries for the month of September? What should Aries focus on? What should Aries be aware of? I ask that only the highest energies of love, light, and truth come through these cards and come through me, Creator. What messages do you have for the sun, moon, or rising sign of Aries for the month of September? All right. And Creator, could you give Aries 1 outcome or advice card for September? Can you give the sign of Aries 1 outcome or advice card? All right, guys. These are your cards. All right. You start off with the 2 of Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles is a card, Aries, that speaks to the need to be fluid, the need to juggle at times. This can be in your finances because it is Pentacle energy. It's Pentacle energy, Aries, but Source is saying go with the flow of energy. That's what the 2 of Pentacles is speaking to. Next, Aries, you guys got the Judgment card. This card has been coming up a lot. I don't know if it's something astrological or if it's those eclipses that came in for the month of August. Or was it July? No, it was July we had eclipses, I believe it was. But anyway, you know, eclipse energy can be filled up to 6 months afterwards. And I think with this Judgment card, the card of endings, the card of karma, a card of change, that energy is still prevalent around us, Aries, around you all. Because Source is saying with the Judgment card, you are in a time of endings. This is major arcana, the Roman numeral 20 card. And there are only 21 major arcana cards in the deck. You know, the next card up from Judgment or after Judgment is the World card, an ending of a cycle. And that's what Source is saying with this Judgment card. It's a card that speaks to, it's a call to action. Source is saying you're in a time of karma, you're in a time of outcome or harvest. So there's something that is completing or being called to task in order to usher in an ending, in order to usher in a completion. All right. And that's why Source is saying you need to make sure you're fluid and you go with energy, because you are going to have some things that are getting ready to leave leave your life. You are going to have some things that are getting ready to, some cycles that are ending, things that are shifting. So you need to be able to adjust and go with the flow of energy, Aries. All right. After the Judgment card, you guys have the Five of Swords. Yeah. Source is saying with this Five of Swords energy, this is the card that speaks to conflict. Confusion, having mixed emotions about going back and forth. That's what the Five of Swords is speaking to. And Source is saying, you know what? As I said, there may be some sort of argument, some sort of upheaval with the Five of Swords. Going back and forth with someone, that brings on this ending. That is what initiates this ending. And Source is saying, speak the truth. You know, stand in a place of authenticity, communicating effectively, always speak your truth, and don't allow any sort of conflict to get out of hand. You know what I'm saying? Always speak your truth, be honest, be authentic, but at the same time realize sometimes it's just best, once you've spoken your truth, there's nothing else to do. Sometimes it's just best just to let it go. If you, like they said, agree to disagree, and you speak your truth and then you leave it alone and you allow the ending to be just that. That's what Source is saying for a lot of you Aries for the month of September, that sometimes it's just best to let it end, to let it go. All right. Next, Aries, look, you got the Two of Swords. You're at a crossroad. You need to make a decision. There is something that you've been in your head about, or will be, Aries, or there's something that you're choosing not to see. But Source is saying you're at a crossroad, and you need to decide on what path you will take. Now, this is the second two that you guys got, so you definitely have energy of options. You have energy of duality. You have energy around you, Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising for the month of September. You have energy around you that you need to make a decision. And I'm feeling like a lot of you have been going back and forth with something, with the decision that you need to make, not standing firm in the direction and committing to a direction that you need to go. Yes. That's what Source is saying. And you're getting at a point with the Two of Swords where you need to make a decision, because you have an ending at hand. You have something that is leaving, so you need to decide, okay, this is the next chapter. This is the next book. You can't stay in a space of indecisiveness, stagnant energy. You can't stay in a space, Aries, of choosing not to see something. Source is saying, you need to stand firm, choose a path, stand firm, and commit to it. This can be a love relationship. I don't know why I'm feeling that, because you don't have any cup cards that have come up yet. This can be a love relationship. This can be any area. It can be earthly, because, you know, you did get the Two of Pentacles, and that can speak to your earthly goods, your earthly world. But there's something that you need to make a decision about, because you're coming upon an ending. All right? Sure. Told you. Yes, Aries, look. Ending. Death card is coming up. You not only got the Judgment card, which is speaking to outcome, which is speaking to karma, which is speaking to a time of harvest, but Source is saying it's a need to transform. There will be a death in order for there to be a rebirth. And this is absolute energy. So Source is saying, if this has to do with a work situation, because it could, there's going to be an ending, because there was conflict. There was a need to change. There was energy of confusion. There was energy of just getting sick and tired of being sick and tired. That's for some of you Aries, where this has to do with work. Others of you, I'm feeling like this can have to do with a love relationship, even though you don't have any cup cards. But I'm feeling like where Source is saying there's a decision that you need to make, because you are at a crossroad, and you guys could have been protecting your heart with this Two of Swords. You could have kind of been in a defensive mode. And Source is saying you got to come up out of that energy. And if there's something that's not working for you, where there's a level of conflict, confusion, betrayal, Source is saying you need to end this, because it is ending. There's going to be, you know, with this Death card, there's a need for transformation here. So you're being called for the month of September, Aries, to speak your truth and to get back in balance, releasing all of this sword energy that you got. Because the sword energy and the pentacle energy, those are the major focuses for you guys for the month of September. You know, the pentacle energy, that's your earthly goods. It can be a home situation. It can be a job. It can be just any sort of situation having to do with your earthly goods, your earthly world. There's a ending at hand. There is a need for death and transformation, a death and rebirth in order to transform. And it could be with a Scorpio, because you know the death card is the card of for Scorpio. So if this has to do with a Scorpio, that can be the case. All right. Last but not least, Aries. You guys got the freaking 10 of Pentacles. Okay, this is excellent energy. This 10 of Pentacles, I'm feeling like you guys are going to be with this 2 of, you go from the 2 of Pentacles to the 10 of Pentacles. Source is saying once you make a decision, decide on a path, commit to it, stop wavering back and forth, but actually settle down and commit to the path that you want to take. Source is saying there's going to be an increase in your finances. It's going to bring about just the commitment, just the act of committing, that is going to bring an increase in your finances. That is, and you know, the 10 of Pentacles can also speak to attainment of a goal. It can speak to affluence. It can speak to family heritage. It can speak to family heritage. It can speak to abundance in your earthly goods. It is a 10, so it's at the highest level. But that's what I'm feeling. There is something here, guys. Now let me say this, and I don't usually say this, but this is the energy that's coming up. All right, guys. So if there's some sort of family, and this would not be current. This would be something that this would not be something that is coming. This would be something that has already happened, and you're dealing with the after effects of it. Guys, if you have had someone to transition on in the past, and you are dealing with waiting to receive some sort of judgment in the court system, waiting for some sort of outcome, and there has been a family situation where you guys are arguing, where there's conflict over who gets what, where there is conflict over how do you move forward, how do you maintain whatever the assets are, protect whatever the assets are. Source is saying you're going to have outcome. There will be outcome for the month of September. If that is where you were, the energy that you were dealing with, Aries, and this is not going to apply to a lot of Aries, it's only going to apply to a few. But if you were dealing with something in the court system, you were looking to protect the assets, protect something earthly, the earthly goods of someone, maybe a family member that has passed on, and you've kind of been in stagnant energy because you were waiting for an outcome. Source is saying you're going to receive that judgment, that outcome for the month of September, and it's going to allow you to choose a path, and by choosing and committing to that path, it's going to bring forth you leaving behind this wavering energy, this energy of having to be so fluid, go back and forth, and it's going to set you on a path of attainment of a goal. It's going to set you on a path of abundance, protecting the family heritage, and family legacy. That's what I'm feeling for some of you, a few of you Aries. So that was a very specific message, but there's definitely the energy of transformation for you Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising for the month of September of 2018, and you guys coming out of indecisive energy. You guys coming out of stagnant energy because you've been waiting for a judgment, and it's going to be coming in for the month of September. So if you were waiting on that, it's coming, and it's looking like it's going to be positive for you Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising, because there is a need to end something. There is a death in order for a rebirth and for you to transform form that energy. And it's going to lead you to an abundance of pentacle. That can be money, that can be attaining of a major goal that you put a lot of time, effort into, or some sort of family heritage. All right, so guys, let's recap. Aries, in this 6 cards, you guys got 2 major arcana cards. You got the death card, speaking to death, transformation, death and rebirth, and you got the judgment card. The judgment card is a card of endings. It's a card of the need to change and endings coming in to bring about change. It can speak to harvest. It can speak to outcome. That's what Source is saying. Now, the major focus for you, Sun, Moon, and Rising Aries, for the month of September, it's tied. You guys got no cup cards and you got no wine cards. You got 2 pentacle and 2 sword cards. Swords is the mental energy. It is the clear communication. And then the pentacle is the earthly goods. That could be your money. That can be your resources, your time, your energy. And Source is just saying those are the major focuses for you, Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising, for the month of September. Now let's see what your outcome or advice card is, guys. It laid face down the entire reading. Okay, the 5 of Pentacles. That makes sense. Because a lot of you were in energy of stagnancy, waiting to get a judgment, waiting for an outcome. And for some of you, you could have felt left out in the cold with the 5 of Pentacles. You could have felt instability. You could have felt off balance. Could be in your finances as you were waiting to get the outcome and the judgment on whatever, if you have a court case or whatever this outcome is that you were looking for. And you could have had to juggle your finances in the past to try to just maintain, to try to just stay afloat. And Source is saying, like I said, you end your reading with the 10 of Pentacles. You're letting go of this 5 of Pentacle energy. The energy of feeling left out in the cold. The energy of instability. The energy of lack. That energy is leaving because that is what the death is about. This death card is about the ending of that lack, and what's going to be reborn and what's going to be coming forward is abundance. All right. So Source is saying, just go with the flow of energy. Put your best foot forward. Be patient as you wait for the outcome to come. Be patient as you wait for the change, as you wait for the ending to happen, Aries, because you end on a very good note. Like I said, you're going to get an outcome. You're going to be able to set and choose a path that you want to go on, and it's going to lead you to success. Now, all of that may not happen in a 30-day cycle, but Source is just saying, make sure you flow with energy. Make sure you allow whatever's needing to end, you allow it to end, and you set a path for how you're going to move forward and accomplish your goals. And that is what will lead you to success, abundance, affluence. All right. So Aries, that is your reading. I'm sending you guys an abundance of love and light. Thank you all so much for your love and support. Y'all check out my morning motivation for today. Tell me what you think about it. This morning I talked about being yourself. So check that video out. Tell me what you think about it. You know, I do the morning motivations every day. They're quick little videos that to motivate us, to inspire us, and to prompt dialogue between me and my Scorp Tarot tribe. All right, guys. So I'm sending y'all love and light, Aries. Hopefully this reading resonated with you all. And if you would like one of my amazing private readings, all you have to do is email me at ScorpTarot, ScorpTarot @gmail.com. Let me know if you would like the 15-minute, 30-minute, full 1-hour reading. And my price list is listed below in the description box with my contact information. Guys, also, if you would like the information on this beautiful tarot deck, it will be also included in the description box below. All right, Aries, that's your reading for September. I'm sending y'all love and light. Okay, Aries, take care. Namaste.